Now, there's this video which is going around on X, and it has gotten a lot of anime fans incredibly upset. It shows what happened at the recent DreamCon, and the video shows a very thick black lady. She's barely clothed, and there's this other black gentleman that picks up the black lady and starts dry humping her on stage while dollars are flying. And I can't show that video on YouTube due to the nature of it. It is on X. If you guys go on the platform and you're into the anime community, you probably have seen it because it's getting viral. And a lot of anime people don't like it. They're saying that it has nothing to do with anime culture. They don't like the fact that anime is getting mainstream. Because the reason that a lot of people gravitate towards anime is due to the fact that it's niche. Because we notice that every other culture, whether it's goth, whether it's heavy metal, where it's everything, is becoming merged into the slop of the modern audience. And now it seems that the slop is coming for anime as well. Like, the thing that I saw there wasn't anime related, it was more hip-hop related. So this is what people are upset. It's like the crossing of the cultures. Like, they're not against hip-hop, like, that's fine. But hip-hop should be hip-hop, and anime should be anime. That's the argument. Now, what's interesting is the fact that a lot of people were bewildered. It's like, why aren't anime fans okay with this? Like, you guys are okay with fan service, right? So if you're okay with fan service, why aren't you okay with seeing two adults on a stage dry humping themselves in front of a large audience? And this is what I find it absolutely fascinating, the incapability of people from the Anglosphere, because I actually checked, like, that person was from the United States. They just cannot, like, I don't know what it is, but they cannot differentiate fact from fiction. So like, let me reassess the question. Imagine if you like slasher films, which, by the way, I really do, right? I like the Jason Voorhees series, I like the Freddy Krueger, The Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, you really like slasher films. You like the Chainsaw Massacre, you like all of that, right? And the more gory, the better. But just because you like that, imagine if some idiot comes up to you and asks, so if you like slasher films, what's wrong with live leak videos of cartel executions? Because, you know, like, I'm a person that, again, like, I absolutely love Chainsaw Massacre, I absolutely love Jason Voorhees, but if you were to show me a real live event, even if it's like car accidents that have gory images in it, it makes me really squeamish. It makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable. Why? I don't know, I can't explain it, but maybe because one, it's real, and I actually know that it involves real people, and another one is fiction. So, like, my brain disconnects, and this happened ever since I was a child. Like, when I was hearing about Prince Charming, like, in my head, Prince Charming wasn't an actual breathing human being. He was a fictional character doing fictional things. So I could separate it in my mind. Like, if you told me that Prince Charming died, it would have been different than if you told me that John's friend passed away, you know? But I genuinely, like, don't get the argument. So basically, because anime has fan service in it, I should like strip clubs. That is the argument, right? Like, that is... And I don't know if other people feel this way, but, like, I don't. Like, first of all, the fan service in most anime is usually done for comedic purpose. Like, it's played off as a joke, right? What I saw on that stage with those two individuals humping each other was crude, crass, and again, belongs to hip-hop culture. It doesn't belong to anime. And many people share my opinion with this. Again, I'm also a married man. Like, I'm not interested in other people besides my wife. Fiction is fiction. Reality is reality. And if you look at most animes, the commercial ones, the lewd scenes that are there, again, they're either played as a joke or they're trying to build some romance. But usually in anime, the purpose of lewdness is that at the end, the two characters get married and have kids. Like, that is what happens in most mainstream animes, like Naruto, for instance. Like, he gets married, has kids. I'm pretty sure it's what will happen at the end of My Hero Academia. Deku is going to get married, he's going to have kids. But if you look at American TV shows, everything is hookup culture. It's just like they're having sex, they're cheating on each other, they're having sex again, right? So there is a major difference even between the two fictions, even between the two genres. But I don't know how to explain it better. I don't know how to articulate it. And I don't even know if other people are like me or not. But like when I watch Dragon Ball Z and there's that scene where Frieza impales Krillin with the horn. Like his horn penetrates Krillin's chest and Krillin starts coughing blood. When I see that anime, I think it's fucking awesome. It's edgy, it's over the top, it's cool. But if I were to see that scene on television at the news, and like you see a bull or something that actually gorges a toreador, I don't want to see that. That is disturbing. Cause my mind knows that, okay, like that is something real, that's something that's actually happening. And even though like I see Frieza doing that to Krillin, I also don't want to be Frieza, and I also don't want to be Krillin. I'm not a violent person, believe it or not. Like, despite the fact that I watch all of this violence, all of this fictional violence, and I play violent video games, and I love Mortal Kombat, I'm not a violent person. I have no interest in picking martial arts. I have no interest in getting into fights. And what's even more interesting is, despite the fact that my favorite genre of video games are fighting games, despite the fact that I love Street Fighter, despite the fact that I love Mortal Kombat, I don't like watching boxing. Even if it's a sporting match, it just doesn't interest me. It's not that I'm squeamish or something like that. It's just that I find it boring. I don't like watching boxing. I don't watch K1. I have no problem with people that do. I have no problem with the sport itself. Like, it's fine. It exists. But it's not for me. It's not something that I show interest in. In fact, I would even say that when it comes to stuff like FIFA, I actually liked playing the game when I was younger. I liked playing FIFA on the PlayStation, but I have no interest in soccer. So my point is, like, I do not understand why people believe that if you like something in fiction, you must like it in real life. And they just do not understand. Like, their mind is incapable of conceiving that just because you like an anime like Fire Force, which has fan service in it, you wouldn't like to go to an anime convention and see people dry humping and see strippers and shit. Right? Now, maybe there are people who do. I'm not saying there aren't. Like there may be some individuals out there that actually do like that, which is fine, but it seems from the feedback that we're getting on Twitter, most people that went to that convention hated it. They didn't like it. They said, okay, that's hip-hop, that's not anime. Like, at anime, we do anime things. And unfortunately, it's not just about the anime, but it's like literally every single culture, right? Like, that's the main problem. Like, whether you're into knitting, whether you're into shipbuilding, whatever the fuck you are, like, the moment it becomes popular, the modern audience goes over there and shits on it. It's not that it just shits on it, but it has to be the same, right? Like, it has to be similar to everything else. And I understand why so many people don't like it. The best way that it was explained to me is, imagine if you like extremely spicy food. So you like Carolina Reapers, you like Ghost Chili Peppers, like you like the food that is insanely spicy. And you know that other people don't, which is fine, but you personally do. Now, you have this place that serves the spiciest food in town. And you go there and you do business, you tell your friends, eventually they tell their friends, and more people come to this place that serves the most spicy food in town. So, after a while, they decide to appeal to a modern audience and they start lowering the spiciness in order for more people to come there. And they lower it and lower it. And after a while, you realize that it's not even that spicy anymore. It's just like mild. It's just a little bit spicy because now it appeals to everybody. And then it becomes even less spicy till the point where it's like the same as any other restaurant. But the problem is, like, you don't really like other restaurants. Like, you like eating there because it was serving your niche genre. It was serving the type of food that you prefer eating. And you couldn't get it anywhere else. And now that place is gone. That place is gone because it's catering to the modern audience and it does exactly the same what everyone else is doing. And this is the problem that I think people have with anime. Like, most people who like anime now, they like it because Netflix is shit, because Amazon is shit, because all of these other Western entertainment companies do not do their job at providing entertainment. So like anime was like one of the last places left. And now you have like political correctness moving in, you got localizers moving in, you got the hip hop moving in, you got like all of this stuff just moving in. And it's just going to become another DC Comics, another Marvel Comics, just soulless, corporate, bland, all of the art being removed, all of the passion being removed. And this is why people are worried when they look at conventions that have stuff which is nothing to do with anime. But again, maybe this is one-off and people are exaggerating. But I tried my best to explain away the ridiculous question. It's like, okay, so if you're fine with fan service, why are you not fine with the strip club? Which is like the most dumb question ever. I do not even understand how someone can utter it this way. And again, the only way that I can spin it around so that it makes more sense, it's like, okay, if you're fine with slasher films, if you're fine with playing Mortal Kombat, why aren't you fine with watching gory live leak videos from a war zone? It's like, what the fuck does one have to do with another? Like, I thought it's obvious for everyone, but unfortunately there are still some people that don't get it. And I don't know if they don't get it because they're disingenuous or bad faith, or they legitimately don't get it. Because if they're disingenuous and bad faith, then there's no point for me to even try. But like, if they just don't get it, like, hopefully I can reach them somehow. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.